Won't people with the same score almost certainly have the same bounties in this format? It's a reasonable question. I think wins are different depending if it's a World Dom game or a 70% game. Is that true? That those wins have different point values? All right, Zychron is in the first seat. Once again, the last shall be first. Same point values for 70 World Dom. Okay, thanks for correcting me. Just that you get more bounties in World Dom, so much easier for tiebreakers. That makes sense. All right, Quarantined, once again in the second seat. Nothing too crazy going on just yet. I don't see any terrible spawns. Probably the worst spawn could be Zychron with a bunch of material all in one position on the top right corner of the board. I don't really see any other bad spawns. Bradomite has a decent spawn. The only thing I would want to fix if I'm Bradomite is moving west. It doesn't have anything in that west bonus there. Bradomite makes a couple of attacks on his turn. Alright. My wife and kid are banging on the window. They want me to open the curtain. They're playing outside in the snow right now, having a nice time. All right. Brado needs to take the double kill guard spot in the northeast. Yeah, somebody certainly does. All right. So, because it's entirely pivotal and central to how this game is going to play out, let's go over the bonuses on the Ottoman Empire Advanced map. We got the +3 in the bottom of the map of East Africa, +4 up in the top right for Central Asia. Then all the way on the west side of the board, we got Morin Province as your +5. Then North Africa, right in the middle of the board, is your +6. You got another +6 in Asia Minor on the east side of the board. And then at the top, and then also in the middle of the board, you have your last two +7s of Ottoman Europe and Arabia. Bradomite slowly moving west. Zychron taking quite a bit of time thinking about what he wants to do with his turn here. Looks like he wants the kill guard position. I'm going to sit on it with a 3. These are stalemate settings. I will say Group 2's Game 3 did stalemate. So it's certainly possible. But this group has progressed fairly quickly, getting to Game 3 in about an hour.
Hello.
Hey, big guy.
I'm cold.
Yeah, you cold? Do you want to sit up here?
No.
Did you get cold from the snow? Yeah. Ours only didn't because Rivers had no set on 4 at the last possible moment to profitably kill someone. Interesting. Looks like... Oh, never mind. It does seem like tensions are running high a little bit from the last game. The only reason I mention that is because it does decrease the likelihood of a stalemate for this game. Which is always nice, because most of the time people don't like seeing stalemates. So that would be a silver lining of tension still running a bit high.
Mon ami.
So Quarantine's spawn in position here doesn't seem the best. He's got a 3 over in the west, but aside from that, he's fairly centralized in the middle of the board. And unfortunately does not have portal access this turn. He would want to move further into the North Africa bonus, and certainly up into Ottoman Europe if he can get away with it. Then a position up in the top right also would not hurt. It does appear as though Pentix does not have a card. The best card Pentix has is on Chad's 2. Chad immediately puts out the angry face, but I believe notices that Pentix does not have any other option. Pentix literally clicked on every other territory that he has to show that that he didn't have any other options. Tiger moves into the kill guard spot.
Mon ami.
Baby girl did a good job eating like 3 more ounces of milk here. So I'm trying to burp her. There you go, good job. Chad makes a couple of attacks to try to spread out. Fortifies off what ends up turning into a portal.
Yeah.
Zycron also doesn't have a position on him in Europe. And there is a portal going there. I would think Zycron or Quarantine would be most interested in going there, since neither of them have a position in that bonus. Quarantine going to step onto that portal. Looks like he's heading to Ottoman Europe next turn. Are you giggling? Are you ticklish and giggling? You little squeaker. Yeah. Pakistan looks like a dinosaur. Oh yeah, it kind of does. And with Pentix on there, it looks like Barney because it's a big purple dinosaur. Yeah, is that funny? You've never seen Barney. You don't understand that reference. I don't understand how you can laugh so hard. What is that noise? What noise are you making? That's like a chicken squawk. Are you good? Are you okay? The purple dinosaur joke wasn't that funny, but I appreciate it. Yeah. Baby Mike is knows what's up. All right, we didn't see any card skipping happen. It does look like Pentix is a little fishy, being on 26 troops. Meanwhile, Chad is on 33. Zycron takes the 4 to put him on 37. So Chad's going to have a big troop jump. What is that noise? Chad's going to have a big troop jump when he sets. Yeah, you're just having a good time right now, making noises. Yeah. Are you trying to entertain everybody while we wait for the action to happen? I appreciate it because I oftentimes need help with that. So thank you. I just don't understand that noise you're making. Little squawker over here. Zycron makes a position for himself in Arabia. Meanwhile, Quarantine is undoubtedly moving into Ottoman Europe. Could also set up a position for him on the portal in the top right. Another bonus he does not yet have a position in. I would do 2 attacks this turn. Leave like 3 or 4 there, and then make another spot up at the top there. He would prefer to migrate that way. Ooh, Pentix has to set in and can't use either of his +2s. Yeah, his position is stellar, yeah. Top right is for Pentix. Yep. Yeah, Pentix certainly wants to put a bonus in there. Oh yeah, and Portugal is always the Portugal pocket is really nice to have on this map. Yes, it is. The Portugal pocket. Yep. Pentix does indeed grab that spot and has 4s everywhere. All 9 of his positions are 4s. Very nice. Very clean play from Pentix. It does my OCD good to see that. Anyway, I'm not actually OCD, by the way. It's just it's nice to see it like clean and simple like that. Weakest yet unkillable. Yeah. Yeah, no one. It doesn't look like anyone has lines on Pentix. Actually, Zycron has lines on Pentix. Look at the Zycron lines on Pentix. Yeah, Zycron has all of Pentix's positions. So he is unkillable to everyone except for Zycron. But probably not on the second round of trades. Won't be quite profitable then, but Pentix should worry about the third round of trades based off of this position. So how does Pentix avoid Zycron? Is going to be a question he'll have to ask himself. Big 15 trade for Chad. Puts him on 53 troops.
Yeah.
Deciding where he wants to fortify. We get new portals now. Yeah, we get new portals now. We get new portals now. They're not even on yet. They're just red. Red means a rift. I was going to say space-time, but it's not a time travel portal. It's just a spatial portal. Yes. A rift in the spatial plane of the Ottoman Empire has occurred, or will occur on the next turn. What is your squawking? I don't understand. I've never heard a baby make that sound before. I hope you're okay. You look okay. I would prefer Zycron not to get any points because then it's much harder for me to advance. Zycron already has 1 win under his belt, as you can see. If Zycron or Tiger win this game, they'll have gotten 2 wins this round. And we will see if Pentix, Quarantine, Bradamite, or Exceedude can get on the board for this round. Any more points, you mean? Gotcha. Oh, is it funny when I do it? If you're trying to sing, we're going to have to work on your singing voice. Even just a bounty berries you. Oof. Whew. All right. I haven't really looked at any other lines aside from the Zycron lines on Pentix. So far, I haven't really seen any better lines. So Zycron does not set on 4, immediately goes to 5. I missed if Pentix has a set. He does. With Zycron and Quarantine going to 5, looks like he's not going to trade. I'm not sure I would have fortified back. I would have tried to get somebody to fill that gap there. Does Pentix not notice that Zycron can kill him if some of these players down at the bottom here set? If all 3 of these last 3 players all trade, Zycron should have enough to kill Pentix. If 2 trade, he probably has enough. I don't think 1 trading would be enough, but he'd certainly think about it. And the players at the bottom of the list might be concerned enough about their own safety to trade in. Tiger going to beef up his kill guard, it looks like. Oh, never mind. All right, it looks like Chad's about to hold 12 territories unless Bradamite has anything to say about it. He's saying, I'm sorry, putting out the robot hard eyes. I wonder what he's apologizing for. Is it knocking Chad under 12? And once again loses a troop, taking 1 card. So no one interested in trading. Everyone's going to go to 5. Chad makes another position for himself up in the top right bonus. Okay, so second round of trades with the portals off. Unless Zycron wants to go for an extraordinarily risky kill, I don't believe he'll be killing anyone this turn. The kill of Zycron on Pentix is like 8 or 9, 60 to 80% rolls. So I don't think he'll attempt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to attempt it. Quarantine going to set for 25 here. Quarantine doesn't seem to have good lines on anyone. His best lines are on Bradamite, aside from that 5 in the top right. Doesn't really have a good way of getting that red 5 in the kill guard position. Pentix can now use his +2s. Of course, he only gets one of them. Survives to set for 30. 60%, 9 is just barely 1%, yeah. Ooh, Pentix loses 1 taking that card. Makes a big 16 stack for himself in North Africa. Tiger with a 35 trade. All right. Can Tiger make a kill here? Tiger would have to slam. Actually, no, that 16 can just go through a bunch of 1s. Tiger doesn't have a good path to the 7. You and your squawking. Yeah, Tiger doesn't have a good path to the 7 next to Quarantine's 11. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Are we good? Are we okay? Okay. All right, Bradamite setting for 40. Are you upset that we're almost through the second round of trades and nobody's killed anyone yet? Yeah? Is that what it is? Does Bradamite have the Chad kill? I don't think he does. I know. It's upsetting, but we'll have to wait for at least the third round of trades, and then maybe something will happen. Are you sleepy again? Are you sleepy again? Huh? Big 45 trade for Chad. Can Chad kill Zycron? I think the answer is no. Doesn't really have a good way to get to Spain. All right. We're going to have another round of calm before the storm. Everyone goes to 4 cards here. We could see a player set now, like Quarantined. Wow, talk about timing. Quarantine sets on 3, goes to for 50 troops. Looks like he's worried that someone might try his kill. Zycron saying, oops. Does Zycron think Quarantine's going to try to kill him? Doesn't look like it. Quarantined seems fine with foregoing 5 extra troops by waiting for his typical turn to trade, which isn't entirely unreasonable. Guarantees that he's the least likely to die now with that set. Tiger sets on 3, goes to 55 troops. I know we're upset right now. I'm not sure why we're upset right now. So Tiger also not dying next turn. But Zycron's 4 trade just got a lot bigger. Pentix could be in trouble. I guess Pentix does just die now, yeah. That is what it's looking like. It's possible that Zycron misses his set on 4. If he does, then Pentix almost certainly will be able to kill Zycron. Of course, that assumes that Pentix also doesn't miss his set. Oh, Pentix did not miss his set. He has one if he survives to use it. Bradomite goes to 4. Chad, does he set? Does not set. Does he leave his 4 there? Looks like he's going to back it up. Now, does that position connect to Pentix's 12? I don't think it does. Zycron going to set for 60. Should have the Pentix kill here. Does he go for it? Does he get it? Lining up Pentix. Pentix sees what's happening. He's got an couple of 8v4s on the left, another 8v4 in the middle, a 9v4 v1, 11v7, 23v16, 13v8, and then a 34 that's going to have to split into a 12 and a 16. Beefs up a few positions, and then adds on to the 11, which is the only position that he will not be using for this kill. Believes he has it with what he's got on the board. 19v16 gets the dice he needs there. And last but not least, Borshul, GG's to Pentix. Well played, Zycron, taking the first kill of game 3. Going to set in 1 troop behind Tiger. That may not last long. Can Zycron kill the next most killable and profitable player on the board, which in this case would be Bradomite? 4 cards for 90 troops is the best deal on the board right now. But there's a 14 of Tigers up at the top defending a Bradomite 8. So Zycron going to chill with that kill there. Quarantine going to reposition one of his stacks. Tiger going to try for the Bradomite kill. So Quarantine moved out of the way for Tiger to get to Bradomite. It does look like Tiger has this. Ooh, not the best dice there. Does he fail it? He does. Holy smokes. Unfortunate for Tiger, failing the Bradomite kill. Tiger will survive to set on 4 if he's got a trade, with only 5 troops left. Apologizes to Bradomite for failing the kill. He's certainly screwed if he doesn't have a set on 4. He does. Gonna set. Does he bother taking a card? He does take a card and loses yet another troop in doing so. Chad was able to hold on to 12 territories during that mess. Does Chad have a set here? Baby girl appears to have spit up all over Daddy. But that's okay. This is why Daddy is prepared for you. We'll get his here. So yeah, Chad did not have a set on 4 there. He certainly would have used it if he had one, but Zycron has a set on 3, sets for 75. Chad immediately with the angry face. Going between some of the levels of denial there, or what, of grief, right? Anger and acceptance, I think, were the 2 levels he was going through just now. Now the best deal on the table is probably Chad at 113 troops for 5 cards. It's the only player that would set Zycron in turn. Chad is saying oops, but I think Zycron has him, sir. Is there a position that he missed? Does not appear so. It's the Chad kill. GG's to Chad. Well played to Zycron, taking the second kill of game 3. I know how you feel, Chad. Yeah. Yep, unfortunate. Unfortunate for Grimshanky. I must be effed, says Chad in the Discord. Why does this happen so often? All right, so this game does appear to be going Zychron's way. But no one else is worth killing. So he's just gonna... Oh, doesn't quite line up Braidamite. But Braidamite is one of the next easiest kills. Quarantined is really the only other player on the board who could contest Zychron. But even he, being second place in terms of troop count, is still nearly 100 troops behind Zychron. And Zychron has 1 card advantage on Quarantined at the moment. The big dick play would be to kill Brado right now. That's true. He certainly had enough to do it. But I don't think he was particularly interested in sitting on 5. Tiger hides behind Zychron. Not sure how much that'll help him. Braidamite surely sees the writing on the wall. Going to try to hide from Zychron's stack using the portal since he was last to act before the portal's deactivated. It does appear he is hidden in one of the only positions that Zychron's stack cannot reach him, since Zychron cannot attack through his own territories. Zychron with another set on 3, sets for 85. Holy smokes, he has, unless my math is wrong, he has nearly more troops than the other 3 remaining players combined already. Looks like he's going to go after Tiger. And has a sufficient troop lead to risk ending his turn on 4. GG's to Tiger. Well played to Zychron, taking the 3rd kill of this game. Yeah, he's on 243 troops. The 2 players remaining in this game have 186 troops total. Braidamite with the heart robot eyes saying, hey man, we got to work together to bring Zychron down, but I got to say with Zychron's lead, it does seem hopeless. Almost impossible to stop Zychron now. Though there wasn't much, I'm not sure that there's much that they can do, or I'm not sure that there was much that they could have done before this. Quarantined, gonna let his clock run out. Not even gonna take a card. Braidamite looks like he's going after some quarantine positions, but I see a wall of red 1s on the last quarantine side. So even if he got amazing dice with this math, he still would not be able to bag a quarantine kill. Suicides his stack into quarantined.
Yeah.
I do assume that that is a quarantine bot since he did not take his turn. Zychron sets on 4. And this game is looking a lot like game 1. Zychron once again is going to take the W as well as every single kill on the board. The last remaining players are all lined up for the kill. So, in order of how they will die, GG's to Braidamite, well played to Zychron, bagging the final 2 kills this game, sweeping game 3 as well as game 1 earlier, and taking the W for game 3, his second W. We'll see if the players are up for a post-game chat.